Hey Gearheads, welcome back to BZB TV. This is Nate back here from the support team bringing you another video, and today we're going to be doing a deep dive on one of your favorite units, the BG-4K-VP88. That is the 8x8 input 8 output matrix, multiviewer, and video wall. And today we're going to go, like I mentioned, a deep dive on how to set it up out of the box, connect inputs, outputs, and how to operate it, how to get it on your network, and all the questions that we're getting here at support. So we figured we'd do a video like this to address all your questions or help you, walk you through if you've never touched a unit like this before from start to finish and end up being like this behind me. So let's dive in. All right, so as you can see, we have our unit out of the box. This is a pretty hefty one. I like to call it the pizza box because it's a big square, and you can probably put a pizza in it. Typically, you want to put this probably in a rack because it's pretty hefty, and you know, has some fans running, so it's best to put it in like a AV room or something in a rack, or so all the noise is behind the scenes. But it's a fun unit, like I said. So first things first, let's go ahead and power it on. I have everything laid out. Obviously we're in our test space here, so there's a lot of cables running, a lot of different matrices as well that we have here, but everything's labeled, so it's all good. Next thing I like to do is connect all my outputs, and the typical layout for the unit, I like to start from the top left TV, which is output 1, and just move from left to right. So output 1, output 2, output 3, output 4, output 5, output 6, and then 7 and 8. That's just kind of the layout I like to use. It's pretty easy to follow. And then I have all my TV outputs labeled, so not just going to random TVs. So let's go ahead and plug each output in. Next is our input. So we have a rack here, which you can't see is off camera, of all of our Xboxes, PlayStations, media players, a Blu-ray player. So I'm gonna go ahead and connect these here. So we have an Xbox here. Obviously this is not our main setup. We actually have another one of these units actually in the rack here, but we just brought this on the table for this video. Labeling is your best friend. I'm sure all you integrators understand that, especially TVs, which HDMI goes to what TV. That is your bread and butter, safeguard, time saver. So there you go. Now I should have all my sources up. Actually, it was preset to something else before. So I'm gonna go ahead and I think we're good to go. All right, now also I need to connect it to the network. So I'm gonna take my local Ethernet cable here. And now we're connected to the network because best way to control it is over the Ethernet. Like I mentioned, there's multiple ways to control it on remote, push buttons, RS-232 commands, whatever it may be, but Ethernet's the way to go for me. So next up, let's go ahead and put this on the network. Oh, I turned it. Now we have a little mess, so let's go ahead and clean that up. We'll be right back. So there's a couple options to put this unit on your local network. You can use the push buttons on the front or use the remote. I love using the remote because it makes the menu on the front of this unit display up on the screen, and it makes it a lot easier to control and adjust. Pretty much instead of pushing the buttons on the menu, you're pushing buttons on the remote. And so as you can see, I'm just gonna hit the home button here. That's gonna take me to like the matrix screen, but we wanna go to the main menu. So all you have to do is hit the back button. You're gonna see this option on all the outputs. So no matter what output you're looking at, the menu option will be up there. And like I mentioned, this is the first way to connect over the network using DHCP. My unit is connected to our local network, so it makes it very easy to put it on our local network by turning DHCP on, because it's DHCP enabled. So I'm gonna go down to config, I'm gonna go to network, and then all I'm doing is hit the right arrow, DHCP, go to no. As you can see, the default IP address of the unit is 192.168.1.200. That is not what we want because that is not local to us. So all I got to do is go down to yes and hit enter, and then boom, it already took an IP address, 192.168.30.36, and that is an open IP address on our network. And so there you go. And I'll just put that into a web browser and log into the unit unit, and sometimes it's nice, I'll turn DHCP off and then I hit no, and that'll keep a static local IP, and so I don't have to worry about moving this around. That'll pull another IP, so I know exactly what it's going to stay. So that's option number one. Let's go ahead and dig into option number two. So option number two, like I said, is connecting it maybe more directly, not using through a local network, no DHCP. So we get a lot of questions on how to connect this to your PC over IP without being on your network. So it's pretty simple. So I'm just going to take a Ethernet cable here, connect it to the back of the unit into the network port, and then instead of going to like a network switch, I'm just going to go directly to my computer. I have a little adapter for this guy, and then now we just gotta change the network adapter to talk to the local IP on the unit, and then we could get into the web. So first things we want to do is go to our network adapter. I always figure the best way to do it is go to our search bar here, either Windows 10, 11, same options. Go to and type in View Network Connections. That's my shortcut there. And then you can see we have our Ethernet adapter that we're connected to. I'm going to go ahead and right click this because we need to get it on the same subnet of 192.168.1.x because the default IP address of the VP88 is 192.168.1.200. So I'm going to double click here on Internet Protocol version 4, and I'm just going to go put a static IP 192.168.1. anything but 200. So we'll do, how about 205? I'm gonna hit tab, subnet mask fills in, hit tab again. It's not necessary, but I'm gonna add in the gateway just for consistency. I'm gonna hit OK again. And then it should say like unidentified object, no, excuse me, network. So it's thinking right now, but it'll pop up. There it goes. So I'm gonna go to here, go to our web. Now I'll just type in that local IP 1.200. Oh, you know what? I think I need to. This is a good troubleshooting. I just double check the IP. So I'm gonna go back and remember the buttons I put. So I'm gonna hit the home button here, hit back, config, network. Oh yeah, it's still on DHCP, but there's no DHCP connected. We're on local. So I'm gonna hit no. Actually, it's on, so it actually went to, it's still on our local network. So I'm actually going to, if you go back to, this is how you factory reset the unit. So I'm actually gonna go to config, go to, at the bottom here, you're gonna go to system, factory reset. I'm gonna go, so main config, system, factory, and then go to user, that's everything, and hit yes. Kind of put it back everything where it was. And if you have a DHCP and you're all set up, ready to go, and you're already connected, you can bypass this and go to the next chapter on just the web page. So if you're already logged in, this is just for people who have maybe not networked something like this before, and just how to get it on your local network. Oh, our web page popped up right away because it went back to the default. So 1.200, here we go. Back into the web. So I'm gonna go into password, login, and password, both lowercase admin, and here is our interface. So this is where all the magic happens. So as you can see, product on the main tab here, product information. You can go to the website, you can download the manual, and then you can see the latest firmware here, IP address, subnet mask, and that's all default. And then obviously the name of the unit. So kind of just going down the list here, we got our modes. So like I mentioned earlier, this has 3 different modes: matrix, video wall, or multi-view. And then actually what I like to do first is label all of our inputs and outputs. And so I'm going to scroll down to settings here on the left side, go to input settings. As you can see, you got input 1, input 2, input 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so what I like about it is that you can change the name of it. So I'm just going to try to do it real quick. This is YouTube. I'm going to hit tab just a couple times to the next one. We got Blu-ray is our second one. I think that is our Mortal Kombat MK. We got, what is that, an Xbox. And then we have a media player. And then we have a BZB media player. Oh, gotta hit tab. BZB media. We got a Chromecast. Let's get Chrome. And then we have like just I call it landscapes media, or you run out. There's only so much space you can do. We'll do landscapes 4K. There you go. So they're all labeled now. So it makes it very easy when you're matrixing video wall. What you know what your sources are. You can also label your outputs. Like for instance, this is TV 1. Oops. You could do TV 2, but mine are all pretty synced up the same out, like TV 3's output 3 and so forth. So I'm just gonna do TV 1. There we go. So I'm not, for time's sake, I'm not gonna go through all of them, but it makes sense on that. So now going back to our modes here, we've got the matrix. So this is where you can just do the simple switching. So you have two different views. You got user view and grid view. So user view is kind of the drag and drop. So you can see that YouTube is on TV 1, but if I want to put the YouTube on TV 2, 3, and 4, just drag and drop. And there you go. Or if I want to put Blu-ray on the rest of them, just drag and drop. Really simple, seamless switching. You can do that, or you can even click on the output and then tap on you can highlight multiple ones and then tap on the source and it'll change for you. So you can see it's all changing. Or you got the grid view, which is, I know a lot of people like to use this, where you get to get your inputs at the top, outputs on the side, and just kind of line them up. So I'm just going to put everything back to normal here. So if I want to do all YouTube, if you have all these TVs spread throughout, this is a good option here. All Blu-ray, all Mortal Kombat, and so forth. Point to point here is kind of puts it back to the default setting of output 1 goes to input 1, or input 1, output 2, input 2. This is kind of my go-to a lot. I'm just going to click on that tab here. As you can see, it kind of cycles right back to where it needs to go. So that's the matrixing. And then you have your presets here. So for instance, I'm going to just do a quick preset here. Let's just do all BZB media. So I'm going to click on here, set it up. And then I'm gonna, they're all kind of default, so I'm gonna hit the save button here. It's gonna give me an option to save. I'm gonna do all BZB, hit save, and there you go. So I'm gonna put it back to point, and then if I just wanna call it, boom. That's how seamless it is. There's also a option here to have all your presets from Matrix, Video Wall, and Multiview right here, so you can see it all. There's it's kind of like a landing page here, and you can see it's also listed here, all BZB. So moving on to Video Wall. This is having a little more fun here. So, because I know a lot of users like this for the video wall option. So there's a lot of default layouts, and the video wall kind of by default, it's based on a 2x4 video wall layout, where it thinks your default layout is going to be like 4 TVs across and then 4 TVs across on the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5, 6, 7, 8. So for instance, if I hit the 4x2 here option, as you can see, it's not looking perfect. Just imagine TV 4 though up at the top right, and then these TVs shifted over, those TVs on the bottom, and then it's your 2x4. So this is, if you're looking for, if your TVs are in that orientation, a 2x4, then it's perfect. And then in the video wall, you can just drag and drop the sources right on top. But obviously it's out of order on our TV because it's like more of like a 3x3. So as you can see, we have a lot of pre-configured layouts that you can call. So like a 2x2 is two 2x2 video walls. So as you can see, there's one kind of right there and then right there. This TV layout's not meant for that, but here's a fun little option here. So if you wanted to so for instance, I want to make a 2x2 video wall of those 4 TVs in that corner. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on the TV individually and select the outputs. So for instance, TV 4 over there on the left side needs to be like TV number, it says to output 5 here, that needs to be output 4 because that's where it is on our video wall. So I'm gonna go ahead and select that and then see how it already changed, and then I'm gonna make this output 5. So you can rearrange, so you don't have to physically rearrange the outputs on the back of the unit. And then there you go, I have a 2x2, and then I could just drag a new source if I want onto that, and then you have a 2x2 video wall. And then imagine these TVs are next to it if you want to do that. So that's another option here. But as you can go through each of these layouts and see what they do. Like this is a 1x4, so that's definitely a unique one. Here's a popular one, is a 3x2. Let's see here, since I switched them up, I'm gonna go, let's do 3x2, shifted to the right. Let's see, which one do I want to do? How about, oh, this is a good one, 2x2. I'm going to call that, and then the rest are matrix. So this is actually a fun layout. So I'm going to make a video wall, a 2x2 video wall on the left side here, and then matrix the rest. So we got output 1 and 2 are correct, and then this needs to be output 4, and this needs to be output 5. As you can see, it's switched, and then let's do, how about, we could put a media player, actually let's do BZB media right there, and boom. So you have a 2x2 video wall with the rest of the 4 TVs matrix. And so there's a lot of orientations, different layouts you can do. And then I'm actually gonna save this, since these are just, if I wanna rename it, I can do it here. These are kind of, like I said, that you pre-configured, but if I wanna save this as a custom preset, I just go down here, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna call this 2x2 with matrix. It might cut off. Nope, perfect. 2x2 with matrix. I'm gonna hit save, and there you go. And then if you need to adjust your bezel, which, you know, if the thickness of your TVs are making the TVs not look right, you can adjust it right here. And then you have an option for up to 8 video wall presets, and that's a good amount. Especially there's 8 matrices presets, and then also 8 multi-view presets, and then 8 video wall presets. So there's that one. Also, I'm gonna just do it real quick because I know if you're having a if you're using a VP88 like this, a lot of people like to do the 3x2. I'm gonna do that as well. I'm gonna call this real quick. And then this is going to be 1, 2, this is going to be output 3. That's correct, but I need to fix the TVs in the middle. This is going to be output 4, output 5, and then output 6. And then we'll just do like a landscape video, and then there you go. There's your 3x2. A lot of people like to use, because this is actually 3x2 is a popular one because we have a lot of 4x4 matrices, and then, but we don't have a, I don't even know what that'd be, a 3x2, which is that. So we have an 8x8, which is 8 input, 8 output. So you have at least 6 TVs. And so it's up and rolling. I'm gonna save this as well as my video wall 2. And then we'll just call it 3x2 landscapes. Hit save. And then if I wanna change the other 2 TVs at the bottom, just drag and drop. You can do a Chromecast or the media, seamless switching, and boom, there you go. All right, moving on to the third mode, which is multi-view. So this one is, so you just click on the button and boom, you got your multi-view. So this one's a little unique because out of the box, you're gonna get multi-view on every single TV. We're gonna make another video. We actually have another custom software that allows you to kind of be able to do multi-view on some TVs and Matrix on the other ones. This one just has pretty much multi-view. This option right here on these layouts, it's just for like if you have multiple TVs spread out. But as you can see, there's different pre-layouts. This last option here is probably a go-to if you're looking to multi-view some of all your inputs on like 2 TVs and then the rest of Matrix. This is the one you want right here. You click on that. As you can see, top left TV up there has a quad view of the first 4 inputs, and then TV number 5 here has a quad view of the other 4 inputs. And so this is the kind of a go-to for a lot of people. And then if you're looking to have your quad views next to each other, just move those outputs from the TVs and to, output 1 will go to TV number 4, and so they'll be right next to each other. So you have all your sources on 2 TVs right next to each other. So hopefully that makes sense. And then I'm gonna I could save this as, I'll just say quad view and hit save. And so we'll come back to that. But you can see there's a lot of different, you can just click through and you can see there's a lot of multi-view options. But stand by for that custom software that will be available on the Windows as well as our Switch Control app. It's still in beta testing right now, but it's going to be good. So like I mentioned, here is all your presets. So you got your Matrix, video wall, and multi-view, and everything you've created. So you can do it all in one page. So if I want to go back to the BZB on every single TV, you click on that, and then I don't have to switch pages. I could just go to our 2x2 matrix here with our video wall right there. Or if I want to go to my 3x2 video wall, boom, just click on right there. And then if I want to go to my quad view with matrix, multi-view, you go right there, and then you can add more and more as you roll on. So those are all the modes. You got your matrix, video wall, and multi-view. A lot of options there. If you have any questions on that part, feel free to hit us up at support. But this is the video to kind of go over how it all works. And then lastly, all the rest of the tabs here, you can see oh, you got your input status. So I like this one because it gives you all the first the status of your connected HDMI inputs. As you can see, for our YouTube, which is from our Xbox, one of our Xboxes, it's active. The highest resolution is 4K, almost 4K at 60. You got the color, you got the audio, and then the HDCP status there and what it supports and or not. And you can see all the resolutions. So you can see some of our media players are only 1080, but most of them are 4K and 444, or it shows you the color that you're using. So this is a great status page. And so if you're having issues, the green light is a huge indicator of if it's active or not, and if your sources are not working, that's a good starting point. Going to the outputs. So this here just tells you reads all the settings of your connected TVs. So pretty much all our connected Samsung TVs here have the same resolution. The 4K at 60, and then one set of TVs support the 444, the other ones only do 420, but also audio is all the same as well. And then I could go through and change these under the output settings if we want to. So moving on to the input settings, I was here earlier, but this is where you change the name, but also if you need to change do some EDIT adjustments here, you just click on here. If you're having some issues, if you want to sync it up with your connected displays, you can do that here. Usually default, it's pretty standard and I don't have a lot of issues with it. But if you have a custom EDIT you can upload it right here. And then you can select which user you want to apply it to. Moving on to the output setting here. So if you're looking to turn off the HDMI, you want just video, no audio. If you have the TVs up, you can turn that off. You can turn off the video stream here. You can label your outputs, like I said. Audio source. So this is for the audio embedding. If you're looking to put in embed, because on the back of the unit it has audio embedding as well as audio extraction. So if you're looking to embed like an audio source into your HDMI source, you could do that here. And then you just select it like, hey, I want an external source to be on my TV that the HDMI is connected to. You can do right here. But right now everything's audio, follow video. But if you're looking to matrix it and move your sources around, but want to keep the audio here, you can do that with this drop down. You can also turn it off if you don't want your audio extraction to be on or off. And then here is a great troubleshooting tool. If you have different displays, or if you're looking to downscale, you can do that all right here. If you have some monitors that only support 1080, like your output, your second output, you can do, you drop it down to 1080 or 720 if you need to, or if you need to match your inputs, you can do that as well. And then lastly, if you're doing video wall, a lot of people like to flip their TVs over and they're like, hey, does this have 180-degree rotation? Yes, it does. And so if you're looking to rotate your TVs over, you can see some of them are rotating already. Here, I'm gonna actually go back to, because we're in multi-view mode, I'm gonna go back to our matrix mode. Actually, I'm gonna go into my video wall mode here. And then let's say those top two TVs are flipped over. Actually, let's do the top three. You see, if, for instance, if you have a video wall like this, but your top three TVs are flipped over and you wanna rotate them back 180, you just do that right here on your outputs. Go boom, boom, boom. And as you can see, the fishes are now upside down. But if you wanna put them back, you could do that as well. And then there's an option to do all of them at once. And we're all happy. Lastly, system. This is where a lot of troubleshooting happens. Factory reset. That is a great troubleshooting tool. Gets, you know, if you've gone too far deep and don't know where you're at, just factory reset it. But if you're looking to put this, this also has your network settings. So if you're looking to put this on your local network, you could do that here. If you want to just, if like no DHCP, but if you want to go in and put a static IP, you could do that right here. Like for instance, it was like 3056. I'll do that, hit apply, and then just kind of, you have to change the network settings on your computer. But if you're looking to factory reset or just reboot it, there you go. So I think I covered it all. That is a lot to go over, but it is the Swiss Army knife of units with the Matrix, multi-view, and video wall processor. So that's the VP88 in a nutshell, a big nutshell that we went over a lot. But also, like I mentioned earlier, you can control this unit with our BG Switch Control app, which allows for the video wall switching, the matrix switching, as well as our custom multi-view switching, which will be embedded into that BG Switch Control app. So it's still in testing, so be on the lookout for that. As always, if you have any technical issues, networking issues, or just have any more questions, or if you have any speed bumps you can't get over, let us know in the comments below, or leave some feedback, or even hit us up at support, or call the support line, hit us up on chat, whatever it may be, because we want to help you get over any of the issues so we get you up and rolling like we did here, and so you're good to go in your environment. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to videos like these so you'll be notified when more videos like these come out. And as always, have a great day.